Good afternoon, and welcome to Mid-State Technical College's Fall 2019 Commencement Ceremony. Candidates, please remain standing. I am Dr. Bobby Damrow, Vice President of Workforce Development and Community Relations, and I would like to thank you all for joining us this afternoon to celebrate our graduation. At this time, please silence your phones, stand, and turn your attention to the American flag for the national anthem, sung by William Toney, senior vocal student from the University of Wisconsin, Stevens Point.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave. Congratulations.
Thank you, William. You all may now be seated. At this time, I would like to introduce Dr. Shelley Mondyke, President of Mid-State Technical College. Dr. Mondyke joined Mid-State Technical College on June 1st, 2017 as the college's sixth president. Prior to joining Mid-State, Dr. Mondyke served as Vice President of Learning and Chief Academic Officer at North Central Technical College since 2010. She holds leadership positions at the national, state, and regional level and is highly regarded in the Wisconsin Technical College system. She has earned a reputation as a leader who works tirelessly to ensure Mid-State Technical College meets student, industry, and community needs. Dr. Mondyke earned her doctoral degree in educational leadership at Madison's Edgewood College. She earned her master's and bachelor's degree in career and technical education at UW Stout and an associate degree at North Central Technical College. Please join me in welcoming our president, Dr. Shelley Mondyke.
Good afternoon, graduates. Anybody know what the Packers are doing? I had to ask, right? We should have some play-by-play. But really, good afternoon. What was the score? Somebody said it. Okay. Good afternoon, graduates, family and friends of graduates, faculty and staff of the college, and honored guests. Welcome to Mid-State Technical College's fall commencement. We are proud to be celebrating the accomplishments of each graduate today. It is the Mid-State Technical College District Board of Directors who guide the course of the college. They devote countless hours each year in service to our institution and do not receive compensation for their services. Board members are appointed to serve because they possess talent and commitment to continued education. They are individuals of accomplishment. I would ask those board members joining us today to stand and be recognized. Betty Brusky Malik of Junction City. And we also have Kristen Krass of Wisconsin Rapids with us today. Unable to join us today, but definitely want to recognize our other board members. We have Board Chair Robert Beaver of Friendship, Craig Gerlach of Nakusa, Justin Harder of Stevens Point, Richard Murden of Wisconsin Rapids, Linnea Miller of Marshfield, Gordon Shallow of Marshfield, and Charles Spargo of Friendship. The Midstate Foundation was established in 1979 to help fund priorities of the college, such as student scholarship, student services, and special program support. Since that time, they have assisted over 4,000 students in achieving their academic goals through financial support. The foundation is governed by a volunteer board of business and community leaders who believe in the college and its mission. Lisa Rowe Poplinski serves as the foundation board president and is with us today. Lisa, please stand to be acknowledged for your service. Members of Midstate's executive leadership team work collaboratively with staff to accomplish the mission and the vision of the college and to support student success. At this time, I would like to ask the executive leadership team members to stand and be recognized. Dr. Karen Brzezinski, Vice President of Human Resources and Organizational Development. Dr. Bobby Damrow, Vice President of Workforce Development and Community Relations. Mr. Rob Fish, Vice President of Finance and Facilities. Dr. Mandy Lang, Vice President of Student Services and Enrollment Management. Mr. Brad Russell, Vice President of Information Technology. Live entertainment, right? Live entertainment. Okay, so just a little bit of some words from me to all of you, especially to our graduates. Graduates, I believe each of you here today is the author of your own story. I'm excited and proud that you chose Midstate during such an important chapter in your life. I hope that when you reflect on your time here at Midstate, your experience was filled with moments of courage, determination, growth, and many new relationships that will support your continued journey. As you start your next chapter, which begins when you walk out today, you bring your knowledge and your skills learned, you bring your friendships and your memories, you bring your successes and your areas of opportunities into the storyline. Not every chapter will be easy, but never stop writing your own story. Continue writing and editing with each new opportunity, challenge, twist and turn placed in front of you. As you go along your journey, be that main character in your story that does not settle for mediocrity. Be the one that puts in the extra effort to make the difference. Remember that being a supportive character in other people's stories, helping to guide their journey, is an attribute of service, a value I hope was strengthened during your time here at Midstate. I hope the anticipation of your next chapter excites you. The word commencement does not mean ending, but rather beginning. Midstate has positioned you well to achieve success and provided you the tools to do many great things in your next chapter. It is now up to all of you. It is each of our stories that keep the world turning. Live your story fully and meaningfully. Don't miss out. We are so proud of you, graduates, and so honored that you are part of our Mid-State story. It is my privilege to introduce someone who demonstrates service to others and specifically to Mid-State. Betty Brusky Malik has been employed with the City of Stevens Point since December 1975 and currently serves as the Administrative Assistant for the City Park and Recreation Department. Betty has served on the Board of Directors here at Mid-State since July of 1990 as the board's elected official member as the municipal clerk of the Village of Junction City. Betty was awarded Board Member of the Year in 2018 from the statewide Wisconsin Technical College District Boards Association, which is awarded based on local, state, and national participation in higher education advocacy and support, demonstration of dedication and significant contribution to the college, and demonstration of community involvement. Please join me in welcoming Betty Brusky Malik to the podium.
Thank you, Dr. Mondyke. Good afternoon. On behalf of the Mid-State Technical College District Board of Directors, it is truly an honor and a pleasure to join you at the Mid-State's commencement ceremony. The board primarily focuses on issues of policy and governance to best support our students and communities. Today, graduation allows us the opportunity to share with you the many feelings associated with your proud accomplishment. As you begin your career, move into a new one, or head back to work with advanced skills, you will be in the midst of our changing world and best equipped to play a role in what is the next 10 years looks like. The world is changing at a rate never before imagined, and education is essential to keep current in your career field. We hope you will continue to count on Mid-State as your educational partner. As you look back and reflect on your time at the college, I trust that we have supported and served you well, and your college degree was a wise investment on your time and your resources. Graduation is a proud and happy event for your family, friends, and especially for you. Congratulations, you made it. On behalf of the entire Mid-State Technical College Board of Directors, I congratulate you on this giant step in your professional career. I am confident each of you will be successful in your endeavors. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Betty. At this time, I'd like to introduce Dr. Mandy Lang, Vice President, Student Services and Enrollment Management.
Thank you. This semester, our graduating class has 153 students district-wide. 84 are here today to proudly walk across the stage to receive their diploma. These graduates represent our 4 campuses. Will the graduates who primarily attended classes in Wisconsin Rapids please stand and remain standing? Will the graduates who primarily attended classes in Stevens Point please stand and remain standing? And will the graduates who primarily attended classes in Marshfield please stand and remain standing? Will the graduates who primarily attended classes in Adams please stand and remain standing? And finally, will the students who primarily took their classes online please stand? Students, you have come to Mid-State in search of a new career, to expand knowledge and opportunities in an existing career, or to gain the skills necessary to start one for the first time. You are someone's son, daughter, sibling, parent, grandparent, friend. You are a diverse group of ages, backgrounds, households, communities, and dreams. We are proud to call you Mid-State. You may now be seated. Mid-State student speaker is one of these graduates. Colin Houston is graduating with a 2-year technical diploma in the machine tool technician program and exemplifies the qualities of academic success and commitment to learning. Before his time at Mid-State, he went to Nakusa High School, spending his time drumming, snowmobiling, and working at a local grocery store. After graduation, he looks forward to continuing to work in his field at Innovative Machine Specialists in Marshfield. Colin is recently married and spends his free time serving at his church, watching movies and shows with his wife, and spending time with family and friends. Please join me in welcoming Colin.
Hello, everyone. First of all, thanks for attending today's ceremony. I'd like to start off with thanking some people who have helped me along my journey and who will forever have an impact on my life. Thank you to Megan Sokolowski for being my communications instructor and helping me with this speech. I'd like to thank Bradley Weiss for being my math instructor. And thank you to Mike Berry, Carrie Duckert, Joe Bazinski, Mike Schultz, and Don Wagner for your roles in the machine tool program. I'd also like to thank my family, especially my parents and my wife, for supporting me both financially and emotionally. And lastly, but most importantly, I'd like to credit all this to God for making all of this possible today. As for you graduates, whoever you have to thank today, make sure you give it to them. Honestly, I've been waiting for this day a long time now. Like many of you, I've been in school since kindergarten and have been wanting to be done every day since. Any of you? But now that's all coming to a close, I'm realizing something. I'm actually going to miss school. The idea of youth that school represents is something that I'm going to remember, look back on, and always want to relive. Maybe it's the relationships we build. Maybe it's the learning aspect that we enjoy. Whatever the reason, I am glad that I had a great education here at Mid-State. My time here has taught me discipline, diligence, and even some social skills. The education I learned in classrooms wasn't limited to simply the program or the topic of discussion. I know for one fact that my instructor, Mike Berry, really pounded into our heads that promptness was important, not only to him, but also to future employers as well. Throughout my high school years, I never really had a problem showing up to work on time. It was school that I slacked off on quite a bit. I'd allow me time to overrun my sleep. It caused me to miss classes, shrug off projects till the last second, and it hurt me mentally and physically. Probably wasn't until my 4th semester here at Mid-State last spring when I started to realize to be more conscious of my decisions when it came to responsibility. Perhaps it was that Mid-State had really grown on me and I wanted to start putting in more effort. I started prioritizing my life around school and work rather than the other way around. It wasn't perfect and it wasn't easy, but it did help me prepare for my next step in life. In the Bible, Proverbs 6:6 reads, "Go to the ant, O sluggard, consider her ways and be wise." This time of year, ants and other insects are underground, so let's look at squirrels. Like many of you, I was able to go out hunting during the gun deer season, and I didn't see much for deer, but I did see plenty of squirrels. I watched them as they gathered nuts, preparing for the cold and snow that was coming, and just seeing that diligence and how this verse relates to that just was a cool relation. And in the same way, the graduates here today have worked really hard to prepare themselves not only for this day when they receive their diplomas, but also for their next step in life, wherever they are going. So whether we talk about ants, squirrels, or graduates, discipline and diligence and preparation are the keys to success. Some of you are starting careers, and some of you are continuing careers. Some of you are just going to go on for further education. Wherever you go, remember these keys to achieve the goals that you want to achieve. I am proud to be a graduate, and I'm sure you are as well. I wish you all well. Let's enjoy this day together.
Thank you, Colin. And now I'd like to introduce our Vice President of Academics, Dr. Deb Stenzel.
The achievements of our students have been supported by the dedicated and experienced faculty of Mid-State Technical College, teaching, inspiring, and motivating each student to find their individual attention. Likewise, students have been supported by college staff, maintaining day-to-day operations of the college, assisting with administrative needs, and providing a warm and welcoming environment in which to learn. Would all faculty and staff attending today please stand to be acknowledged? Thank you. It is my pleasure to introduce Mike Berry to deliver the faculty address. Mike is in his 8th year as a machine tool technician instructor and is a graduate of Mid-State Technical College. He earned his machine tool technician technical diploma from Mid-State in 1991, went on to complete his machinist apprenticeship in 1997, and then earned his bachelor's degree in career and technical education and training from UW-Stout. In 2011. Mike began his teaching career in 2001 at North Central Technical College and was promoted to Associate Dean of the Technical and Trades Division. However, his desire to work closer to students led him back to Mid-State. When not in the classroom, Mike serves as the advisor for Mid-State's chapter of Skills USA, and in 2018 was recognized as the Post-Secondary Advisor of the Year. Please join me in welcoming Mike.
Thank you, Dr. Stenzel. It's really hard to follow Colin up here after his nice job giving that. We know how difficult that can be. I think he deserves another round of applause. Thank you. Good afternoon, graduates, friends and family, Mid-State faculty, staff, and administration. On behalf of the faculty at Mid-State Technical College, congratulations to all the graduates. We are very excited to be here and be part of this December 2019 commencement. Looking back some 28 years ago, I was seated in this same gym, taking part in my spring 1991 commencement. As an instructor, it gives me a great deal of pride to see Colin Houston here as our graduate speaker. Mid-State is a better place after having Colin here. I hope he wasn't as nervous as I am. And in the words of the great American philosopher Jerry Seinfeld, according to most studies, people's number one fear is public speaking. Number 2 is death. So death is number 2. Does that sound right? This means to the average person, if you go to a funeral, you're better off in the casket than doing the eulogy. I can tell you, if somebody would have told me back in 1991 that I'd be here giving the faculty address to students at graduation, it would have prompted much laughter amongst me, my friends, my instructors, and pretty much anybody else that knew me. But when I was recently asked to do this, I jumped at the opportunity because I knew I wanted to impart some wisdom after being a student and a student of life. To be honest, I cannot recall who our speakers were at our graduation or even what their message was. Just like you, I was excited for the future and what it had in store for me. I was all ready to go out and find the happiness in life that I knew was coming my way. Using the skills I learned at Mid-State in the machine tool program, I was able to build my life and take up the path that has led to being here with you today. So what have I learned? I could sum it up in a quote by American writer William S. Burroughs. Build a good name. Keep your name clean. Don't make compromises. Don't worry about making a bunch of money or being successful. Be concerned with doing good work and making the right choices and protect your work. And if you build a good name, eventually that name will be its own currency. So what does this quote mean to you? As you leave Mid-State, you are beginning the same journey as so many others who have sat in these seats. They were excited and a little bit scared, just as you are today. The fears will be diminished if you begin by building a good reputation with your newly acquired skills. From there, like I did when I progressed in my trade, you will build on your work ethic and make smart life choices based on your personal goals. My life lesson for you is this: it doesn't matter how far you may rise. At some point, you are bound to stumble. I can guarantee this to happen if you are truly working to raise the bar and push yourselves higher. The law of averages predicts you will at some point experience failure. When you do, I want you to remember this: the most meaningful lessons in life typically come after a struggle of some sorts. Knowing this fact, do not let the fear of failure discourage you from taking chances or allow you to stop growing. In the words of writer Philip Roth, if anybody asks, can you do this job? Can you handle it? You tell them absolutely. By the time they find out that you can't, you'll have already learned and the job will be yours. And who knows, it might just turn out to be the opportunity of a lifetime. Today is about you, the graduates. Be proud of your accomplishments. Enjoy the career you are about to begin. Enjoy the life that you are creating. Embrace the struggles, for it is then you will experience the greatest growth. As I look out over this group of graduates, I get the chills. I like to think of the possibilities. How many of you may be here, the next business owner, coming back to Midstate looking for skilled employees, or to be a part of our advisory committee? Which one of you will create the next life-saving or life-altering technology not yet imagined? Or which one of you will be here at Midstate giving the faculty address many years from now? The possibilities are endless. Again, congratulations.
Thank you, Mike. I would like to bring to the podium Jill Steckbauer, Director of the Foundation and Alumni, to recognize our distinguished alumni and keynote speaker.
Thank you, Bobby. Congratulations, students. What a proud day. Each year, Midstate Technical College recognizes a truly outstanding alumnus who has demonstrated success as a graduate through the role that a technical college education played in their career and professional and personal life. Their accomplishments in the community involvement, support of the technical college system, and commitment to continuing education and lifelong learning. Here at Midstate, our mission to transform lives is only possible because of our amazing partners in the business community. We rely on their insights and recommendations to ensure every Midstate graduate is prepared for success in the real world, right here in our communities. So it is with special excitement that I'm pleased to introduce one of our most engaged, supportive partners and Midstate Alumni of the Year, Ken Hostrader, to share his story with you on this very special day of transformation. Ken is the president and owner of Hostrader Industries. He earned his machine tool associate's degree from Midstate Technical College in 1983. And 5 years later, he and his wife Sandra purchased a single manual lathe and founded a small machine tool shop in Marshfield. Today, the company is known as Hostrader Industries, a recognized leader specializing in precisely honed and highly reliable machine parts for aerospace, defense, energy, and other industries worldwide. As president, Ken took his company from a single machining and deburring shop to a bustling operation in a new and larger location in 1995. This was followed by another 25 years of quiet but steady growth despite industry's ups and downs. Ken has enjoyed being an Awana leader, junior achievement instructor, and scoutmaster. Going even further, the Hostraters are in the process of launching Shiloh Bound, a nonprofit organization designed to mentor people from challenging backgrounds, giving them independence through training in interpersonal and life skills combined with a trade skill. Ken and Sandra's philanthropic plans for Shiloh Bound were so ambitious that Hostraters would need to grow and modernize to support them. In 2016, Ken brought on all three of his sons, Cody, Kylan, and Keegan, to assist, sparking a renaissance of innovation and upgrades at the company. The changes spurred another much larger jump in capacity, ultimately making Ken and Sandra's vision of giving back to their community a reality. In the last 3 years alone, Hostrader Industries has more than quadrupled in size, moving into a new 42,000 square foot facility in Marshfield this October, with plenty of room to grow on the property. In 2018, the company was named Machine Shop's Top Shops Award in the category of Human Resources and featured on the magazine's cover. Ken lives in Marshfield with his wife, Sandra. He considers himself fortunate to be able to see and work closely with his sons daily at the shop. Please join me in welcoming Ken.
Good afternoon. I am truly honored to be here, and I can honestly say that 36 years ago when I walked as a mid-state graduate, I would have never dreamt that I would be speaking to some future class. Destiny has a way of surprising us. I'm going to share with you a secret. I will then expound on that secret, and I'll end by asking you 3 questions. I'm sure that you would agree that there's a difference between a bad decision and a good decision. The secret that I'm about to share with you is something that I didn't understand when I was a young man and graduated from this very same institution. It's a secret that I didn't understand when I got married. I could see glimpses of the secret, but it eluded me when I started my business. In fact, it's something that would take me many years to learn, and truth be told, it's a secret that I'm still learning to master. The secret is this: as much of a difference as there is between a bad decision and a good decision, there is just as much difference between a good decision and a great decision. Let me repeat that. As much of a difference as there is between a bad decision and a good decision, there is just as much of a difference between a good decision and a great decision. Let me use all of you as an example. I'm going to make some general assumptions with that. Since you are graduating with a degree, I can assume that you will be entering the workforce and starting a career. Since the majority of you are what I would call young men and women, I can assume that sometime in the future you'll be married and have children. A good decision will assure that you will provide for your family. You'll build a career that will give you the ability to provide a house, food, clothing, and lots of stuff for your family. Your sacrifice at the job will provide all the basic needs and essentials that your family needs. A great decision will see you spend quality time with your family, leaving a destiny of encouragement and support that helps them to be everything that they were meant to be. You'll make personal sacrifices of the heart for your family. Poor decisions in this arena will leave a destiny of shattered relationships, broken marriages, and unfulfilled potential that are built on selfishness and pride. A poor decision will be based on self. In my wallet, I carried a tattered and worn piece of paper that has been there for many years, and actually, it's beginning to turn into decades. It reads, "Discipline, not desire, determines a person's destiny." Destiny is the fixed point in the future to which a person is actively moving toward. Having discipline and making great decisions are the fruit of wisdom. The Bible says that wisdom is the beginning of understanding. Webster's dictionary defines wisdom as this: the natural ability to understand things that most other people cannot understand. Class of 2019, for many of you, you're entering the career world for the first time. Your story has yet to be written. Your destiny is before you. I said that I have 3 questions for you. My hope is that you will remember and visit these 3 questions regularly throughout your life. The first question is this: Do you know what your destiny is? Again, your story has yet to be written. Your destiny is before you. For some, destiny in the rearview mirror will look like shattered dreams and lost hope. For others, the mirror will be filled with scenes of love and faithfulness that sought the well-being of others before yourself. So question number one, do you know what your destiny is? Question number two, how are you going to get there? The number one cause of dying is living. You've been given the gift of life. It's what you do in between that's important. Your path is going somewhere. If you are not actively reading a roadmap that leads to where you want to go, more than likely you are blindly following a path with no understanding of where it will end. My third question is this: is it a great idea? Be it good, bad, or great, your destiny is based on the thousands of little decisions each day. Choose wisely. Your destiny depends on it. Let me repeat those questions one more time. Number one, do you know what your destiny is? Number two, how are you going to get there? Number three, is your destiny a great idea?
Thank you, Ken. I am sure we have other Mid-State alumni who are in the audience this afternoon, and we want to recognize all of you. If you are a Mid-State alumni, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. I'd like to take a moment to recognize our outstanding graduates. Gold cords signify the college's highest academic honor, graduation with distinction, the achievement of a cumulative grade point of set 3.75 or higher. Silver cords signify graduation with high honors, the achievement of a cumulative grade point of 3.5 to 3.74. And bronze cords signify graduation with honors, the achievement of a cumulative grade point of 3.25 to 3.49. The gold corded stoles represent other members of Phi Theta Kappa, an international honor society which recognizes the 4 hallmarks of scholarship, leadership, service, and fellowship. The red, white, and blue cords signify graduates who are serving or have served in the military. Thank you for your service. Candidates from each of the Mid-State's academic schools have fulfilled all requirements of their program, are eligible for graduation, and are now invited to come forward to receive a symbol of their accomplishment. Craig Bernstein, Mid-State's Manager of Workforce Development, will be announcing our graduates' names today. Candidates from the School of Business and Technology, please follow the direction of the ushers to come to the stage and receive your diploma. Kristen Krass, please come forward to present the diplomas. All candidates, please be seated until the usher reaches your row. We kindly ask that all guests please remain seated throughout the ceremony.
Abby Joel Brown, support specialist. Jesse J. Mata, barber technologist. Nicholas James Feast, business management. Melissa Graff, business management. Kelly Crystal Hogum, business management. Sierra Rain Klimke, business management. Jesse Lee, business management. Jonathan G. Linde, business management. Megan Menudo, business management. Melinda Vicker, business management. Jason Wagner, business management. Anne-Marie Johns, business management, customer relationship professional. Jose A. Perez, business management, entrepreneurship, human resource assistant. Bridget Pepper, business management, entrepreneurship, project management. Bobby S. Childa, business management, program management. Ari Baker, cosmetology. Natasha K. Glins, cosmetology. Emily Elizabeth Conrad, cosmetology. Ruby Day Pilon, cosmetology. Sita C. Lewis, cosmetology. Marianne Rodriguez, cosmetology. Gage Joseph Schunbauer, cosmetology. Kenneth J. Bronk, digital marketing. Nicole Pepper, entrepreneurship. Kira Nicole Jensen, human resource assistant. Rebecca Cluck, human resource. Susan Rose Irby, health information management. Allison Poleski, human resources assistant. Gilly Leeser, customer relationship professional, human resources assistant. Kyle Thomas Everson, IT network specialist. Nicholas Manman, IT network specialist. Roxy Schitzler, IT network specialist. Aaron Jensen, marketing. Jennifer Lynn Krug, medical coder. Laura Gettner, medical coder. Heather Jones, office support specialist.
Candidates from the School of Transportation, Agriculture, Natural Resources, and Construction, please follow the direction of ushers to come to the stage and receive your diploma. Betty Brewski-Malik, please come forward to present the diplomas.
Cantily Nao Che Bang. Construction trades. Jordan Altman Drinka, diesel and heavy equipment technician. Austin Lee
Candidates from the School of Advanced Manufacturing and Engineering, please follow the direction of ushers to come to the stage to receive your diploma.
Matthew D. Tyler, Agribusiness and Science Technology. Brandon Daniel Guck, Industrial Mechanical Technician. Brandon D. Flatner, Industrial Mechanical Technician. Alan Yusuf, Machine Tool Technician.
Candidates from the School of Health, please follow the direction of the ushers to come to the stage and receive your diploma.
Caitlin Anderson, Medical Assistant. Mackenzie Ray Blanton, Medical Assistant. Chloe E. Genowick, Medical Assistant. Tiffany Marie Colbert, Medical Assistant. Molly M. Olson, Medical Assistant. Kayla May Phillips, Medical Assistant. David Michael Tetzloff, Health and Wellness Promotion. Emily Von Stengel, Nursing. Courtney Jade Brixius, Nursing. Heather Daniel Dobbs, Nursing. Ashley Marie Denman, Nursing. Samantha Holton Enright, Nursing. Jody Lynn Fight, Nursing. Anna Marie Ginter, Nursing. Allie Lynn Constead, Nursing. Kendra Krasicki, Nursing. Jesse Litsky, Nursing. Tori Brianna Lloyd, Nursing. Leslie Yura Reyna, Nursing. Elizabeth Schreiner, Nursing. C. Bang, Nursing. Chelsea Jean Wells, Nursing. Lily Zagaragos, Nursing. Kelly Zebel, Nursing.
Candidates from the School of Protective and Human Services, please follow the direction of the ushers to come to the stage and receive your diploma.
Emily Grace Herter, Criminal Justice, Corrections and Community. Jordan Travis Jackals, Criminal Justice, Corrections and Community. Melissa Ann Major, Criminal Justice, Corrections and Community. Tiffany Innocence Witt, Criminal Justice, Corrections and Community. Amy Vang, Early Childhood Education. Mark J. Myers, Emergency Services Management.
At this time, would all graduates please stand? President Mondike, it is a recommendation of the faculty that these students, subject to completion of all requirements, receive their appropriate degrees or diplomas.
Upon recommendation from the Mid-State faculty and by the power of the Mid-State Board of Directors and the Wisconsin Technical College system, I hereby confer upon each of you the associate degree or technical diploma, along with all of the privileges and responsibilities represented by your credential. You may now all move your tassels to the left. Let's give them a round of applause. Our fall 2019.
We all know that success is achieved with the support of family and friends. This may take the form of financial support, childcare, transportation, and encouragement. Graduates, please take a turn and give your family and friends a round of applause. Graduates, this is a wonderful celebration and accomplishment, and it was organized especially for you. Natasha Miller, Mid-State's Manager of Student Life, has worked thoughtfully with many college volunteers in all divisions to ensure a memorable and special event. Please join me in thanking Natasha and all of the volunteers who made today possible. This concludes today's ceremony. Please join us in the cafeteria for refreshments, photo opportunities, and celebration. Please rise and remain standing until the recessional concludes. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mid-State Technical College's Fall 2019 graduates. Thank you.